Chapter 8, The Frat Job.
The shopping list was like a love note in his hand. Brad wandered up and down the aisles, searching for each item. Each selection stirred up a childhood memory. How it hurt to see her ravaged by this disease. He wanted it to be over, but how could he ever let her go? He handed the young black woman a 50, and she counted out his change.
Thanks for shopping at Food Line.
Elaine was snoring in her bed. Elvis lay at her feet. Brad turned off Bonanza after putting the groceries away. He kissed her gently, the corners of her mouth turning up as she continued to snore. He called Jamar to get the address of the frat. Sifting through the closet in the guest room, he fingered one of his father's flannel shirts.
It's a 60s party. Why not?
Talk about a rowdy bunch. The guys at Tau Kappa Omega had slick pompadours and cigarette packs bulging from the sleeves of their t-shirts. The girls wore tight-fitting, solid-colored blouses, tucked in at the waist, and flared skirts. There was a big keg and more than a few flasks being passed around. Zev stroked his beard as he jiggled his Fender jazz bass.
Ready to rock this joint?
Brad nodded. Jamar, the only black person in the room, did a quick drum roll, and Brad began to sing. The harmonies were precise when they sang the chorus, and all the women were grooving and swaying as the boys went right into their second number. There were Beatles tunes, Dion, the Everly Brothers, the Drifters, the Beach Boys, the Box Tops, the Righteous Brothers, Sam Cooke, Bobby V, Bobby Darin, and Bob Dylan.
You guys walk.
The stacked redhead declared as they unplugged their amps.
I can't believe how authentic you sound. Do you have local representation?
Zev puffed out his chest.
Are you an agent?
She bent over, turning their young minds into jello.
No, but I got strong connections in Charleston and Columbia. My brother-in-law's got a recording studio. I'm telling ya, you guys are primo. How long you been playing together?
Zev reached for a breath mint.
Just since January.
Hey, Tina,
A disgruntled jock interrupted.
I told Milo we'd meet him at the hangout. Did you forget?
Of course I didn't forget, Chris. What's your problem? Can't you see him talking to someone?
Chris pointed at his watch.
Milo doesn't like it when you're late.
You'll have to excuse Christopher. He has no appreciation
She bent over again to whisper.
and not 1 ounce of musical talent either.
Chris tugged at her elbow.
Come on, Tina, let's get going already.
Keep your pants on, will ya?
Tina inhaled slowly.
You guys want to meet us there? I really want to help. That is, if you're serious about getting out there. Got any CDs or YouTube videos?
We're working on it. How about it, guys? To the hangout?
Jamar nodded.
Sure. Brad?
Okay.
He had his own reasons for wanting to go there, but not if Tina was romancing him. That's usually how it went. Then Zev would sulk and pout. Tina was flirting for sure.
Would you like a ride, Brad?
He shook his head.
I could use a ride. How about you, Mar?
I'll ride it with Brad, okay?
Zev nodded. Brad and Jamar loaded up the caddy and headed for the hangout.
Think she's for real?
Brad scowled.
She's trouble.
He stopped to gas up.
But quite the babe. Rather well appointed, don't you think?
No argument there, Mar.
Brad was looking for a certain blonde when Zev spotted them walking into the eatery.
Where's Tina?
Zev shrugged.
Well, we got here, right? And this Milo guy was practically foaming at the mouth. Turns out they're married. He says she's been screwing around on him, and she throws some names back at him. So they left with Chris, who is supposedly Milo's best friend. I think that his main job is to keep an eye on her. But the dumb schmuck obviously got the hots for her himself.
Brad sighed.
So much for her showbiz connections.
Not so fast, B. She gave me her number. I'm supposed to call her tomorrow.
Good luck with that.
We really did sound good tonight.
A young man handed them menus.
I'm Steven. I'll be assisting you. How are y'all this evening?
Is Abby here?
Nope. Old Floyd's not supposed to drive because of the Alzheimer's, right? But Edie left the keys out, and he decided to take the old T-Bird for a spin. He stopped at a green light and got whacked from behind. Had to run him to the ER. Nothing too serious. Are y'all friends of Abby's?
Sort of.
I'll tell her you were asking about her. What's your name?
Brad. Brad George.
Did you want to talk to Edie, Brad?
No.
You guys know what you want?
Brad was ready to leave shortly after the food arrived.
I'm picking Ma up for church at 9:30. The legendary Northside Gal's supposed to be meeting us there.
Northside Gal?
From hospice.
Zeb squared his jaw.
Let me tell you something, B. That woman is a freaking goddess. Talk about a heavenly body. Man, oh man.
Better than Tina?
No contest.
Zev cupped his hands in front of him.
Not as large, granted, but pretty close to perfect. Oh, and a face to die for.
Brad pulled out a 5.
So you guys don't mind walking home?
Why should we mind? The night is young.
After lugging everything into the apartment, Brad set his alarm for 8 o'clock. He turned on the Shostakovich violin concerto that never failed to put him to sleep.
Music sets you free.